Masacre is by far the best option for the Mercenary tag for this Hulkling here. And I kid you not, I saw Invade, I saw hashtag Merc, and Masacre was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm using him now. So I did like a first attempt against this fight, barely remembering all the nodes other than don't block and knock him down every once in a while. And I got him all the way down to like 3% on the first attempt. And it took me a couple attempts to replicate this solo, but I finally got it. And yeah, if you know what you're doing for this fight, he makes it just really, really easy. This ended up being a no damage taken solo, which feels really good. Basically, my strategy was bait out his SP2s, heavy counter them to get down the protection, and then just keep throwing SP2s into block and you'll be perfectly fine. You don't even have to worry too much about the bat being ignited when you throw it into block because of how much Invade is carrying you anyway. So don't stress too hard about getting the bat in ignited mode. Obviously it's ideal, but you don't necessarily have to. So again, we're just pushing him to SP2. We don't want him to throw too many SP1s, however, it's not really the end of the world if he throws them because he's going to regen any of our hits we land on him, but at the same time they're doing no damage anyway, so who cares if he regens them, because he can't regenerate block damage. So Masacre just completely trivializes the regen, it doesn't matter, and we're barely a minute in, he's already at like 50%, so yeah, this is going really well for him. Again, we're just going to keep baiting the SP2s, keep heavy countering them. The way you want to heavy counter the SP2 is just dash away as soon as Hulkling does the third hit, and then you can charge your heavy. That should always work. Yeah, just dex, or pretend to dex the third hit, because usually it's never going to be close enough for you to dex it anyway. But dash back when he does the third hit, and then you can charge your heavy, you'll be perfectly fine. So, I think this point in this fight, he gets really stingy with his SP2, and I'm afraid to hit his block because I might give him too much power. So we're carefully baiting the special out. He doesn't really feel like throwing it, which is annoying, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter too much. As long as he throws it, then we're fine. We ideally don't want to get backed up in the corner, but at the same time, it would take a lot of effort for him to back me up in the corner. At that point, we have to be extremely stingy with it. And then at the same time, we can dex his SP2 while we're in the corner. It's not necessarily terribly hard. Obviously, dexing in the corner in general is still really difficult, but his special attack at least is not too bad to dex there. So here I'm baiting out a heavy attack. The way you like to bait out heavy attacks when you don't want to block a hit is by hitting their block and then holding block for like just a millisecond and then dashing back. It's not always going to make them try to throw a heavy attack, but it is one of the easiest ways to get them to try to. Like here, I'm just trying to hit the block, hold block for just like a frame, and then dash back. And hopefully he throws a heavy attack like he did there. And now I'm like, okay, this SP2 is going to get him basically to death. So we're going to throw it. It's not going to kill, and then I'm going to throw the SP1 to block, and it will. The SP1, it just does enough damage because of Invade to finish the job. I honestly got a little scared there when I saw the first hit do like no damage. Is this going to kill? It did, so perfectly fine. No damage taken solo. Really, really proud of that, and I hope this video helped you use Masacre against this Hulkling here. It's not that bad. Obviously, you do have to try to never block a hit, and he does punch really hard. But if you get enough practice and you know how to play Masacre and you follow the rotation that I suggested, you should be able to have a decent amount of time. And always remember, there's 2 weeks, plenty of time to get a good run, and using revives is never a shame either. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.